It's XCOM2 once again. Starting out in the infirmary today, where Kerwin, Griffith, Obergard, Spacey, Dirthel, and not Clav, as it goes, are all recovering from a pretty tough mission that we dealt with last time. The reason Clav's not in there is because Clav didn't take any damage, being a marksman. We're going to put a pause on clearing that debris for now and instead get Lars over in the infirmary just to speed up those wound clearing times. We've got 9 days on the next debris and power relay. Resistance communications probably going to go where this debris is being cleared, so we can actually start expanding a little bit further. Looking at who we've got on deck. We've still got the opportunity to field a reasonable squad. And it's going to be 6 days before we've got everyone outside of covert actions at least back on their feet. Which ain't so bad, all said and done. I think we're due an assault mission, however, which we'll probably see before anything else, and it looks like battlefield medicine is about to complete as well, which is a nice get. So we'll hit the timer, and yeah, I mean that's just an immediate one. So battlefield medicine upgrades our medkits is the big takeaway from this. The canister's kind of interesting. We'll talk about that if we get around to using it. Whereas we are using medkits. Good grief. This warlock just getting right up in my business there, huh? So nano medkit is flat upgrade to the medkits that we've become quite familiar with at this point. Don't really need to say much more than that, honestly. I think next on the upgrade list is definitely going to be the plasma grenade. It's going to cost us 75 supplies, an Illyrium core, and then a little bit of alloys and crystals as well. But this is another direct upgrade to all of our frag grenades, so I think completely worth it. But yeah, if we go to the engineering bay right now, build items, nanomed kit. So this is kind of the same as in the base game, where we don't have to like purchase new medkits or nano medkits. All of our current medkits, of which we only have 2 actually, are now nano medkits, which is pretty good.
Pickings are slim, but I'm hoping we find a few more.
Switching back to scanning. I think it's unlikely that we'll see ghost weapons before the next mission, but it would be pretty nice. Probably worth checking out the black market as well, seeing as it's a new month. So we will swing on by there. I was looking all over for it and it was right next to where we already are. We have of course got an infiltration mission on the go. Not really interested in selling any of the things that the black market are interested in buying, unfortunately. Although 10 per crystal is actually kind of nice. And I think we will sell those 2 wide-angle nozzles as well. You know what? I'm just going to sell 4 Illyrium crystals to bring us to a nice even 40. And let's see if there's anything else here that we can just get rid of. I think the sentinel frame can go. The high-velocity nozzle can go. Although maybe we want to keep that. These, the nozzles there are primarily used for spark units, but we don't have the spark unit that can use them, and I'm not too enthusiastic about the reaction fire anyway. The cone width would potentially be nice, but I think we'll be alright. We will also get rid of the Advent Officer Corpse. I like the basic bipods. The Marksman Carbine, considering we get 72 supplies for it, and we've unlocked mag rifles, we're probably not going to use the Marksman Carbine again. It served us well with its +8 aim, but yeah, it's time to transfer that into 72 supplies, I suppose. We can get rid of a mutant corpse, so this little symbol here, if we know what the item will be used for, it will tell us. So for example, the Advent datapads are used for datapad decryption. If we don't know what it's used for example, the Advent mech rec, it'll show up as question marks. So we know that we need to use the item, we just don't necessarily know for what. Which is kind of nice. Autoreload 1, that's pretty cool actually. We'll keep hold of that. We can sell the clip size. I like foregrips. I like having a long lance, that's for sure. We need to keep the Tempest gauntlets. Void Rift honestly hasn't really lit my world on fire. But keeping a hold of it just for the time being, given the fact that we've got nothing better right now to throw on Nacho's gauntlets, then yeah, fine. And I think that will do us for now. So that's 205 supplies in the bank. So we're doing all right here. We still want to finish scanning for this intel. So let's get to work on that. Excuse me. And there's our assault mission that we were expecting. Stranded resistance agents. It's a lost mission, so that's not so bad. Delays a dark event as well, and we get an additional assault infantry out of it. Okay, yeah. I think we'd be mad not to take on Operation Boron Treasure. So let's give this a go. Can't imagine that the Lost are going to give us too much trouble.
You should be aware, we're detecting Lost activity in this area.
But, you know, famous last words and all that. We are just dealing with Lost, so let's bring along at least one engineer. We can... Kind of feeling like we keep Shandin prime and ready to go, and we might as well bring Overguard back out. See if we can make up for a little bit of a good mission for Overguard last time. We'll bring Apprehension as well. Kind of feeling like we do keep Clav in the mix there. Grim. And not too enthused about the field medic, just considering tactical he is pretty low on will. So that said, Spacey's back in action in 4 days time, which ain't so bad. Yeah, go on, and we'll bring a field medic as well. And actually I'm kind of like, do we bring the marksman? If we did, well, yes, we are, but big upgrade time. When I find it, there it is. Enhanced Shadowkeeper, 45 supplies, 5 alien alloys. Dunzo. That's a big upgrade for Grim right there, and actually Clav can use it too. Cal 7 bullpup, how about a Cal 15 bullpup? Get one of those on the go as well. We might as well take this opportunity just to buy a few weapon upgrades. Seeing as we've just went and, I was going to say we've been shopping, but we haven't been shopping, we've been selling. We can pop the nanoscale vest on Apprehension there, and tactical will need one of our brand new nano medkits. We might as well go for the Gauntlet Mark II. Already got a mag rifle, We haven't got upgrades for the shotgun and the cannon just yet, but I think the shotgun's probably the better call. And, ooh, long lance is tempting, but actually I'm kind of thinking that we buy a Temnotic rifle and we give that to Clav instead. So that's a reasonable spread of guns and things, I would say. The Temnotic rifle and the bullpup are ideally going to want speed loaders or bigger magazines. So speed loader goes there and speed loader there. We'll also throw on the reflex sight for apprehension, and I need to just make things available here, don't I? There we go. Or maybe not. No. Oh well. We'll give the bipods. And here we go. There are more upgrades available. Who needs a bit more mobility? 13. Apprehension is a marathon runner. We can't actually give anything to Grim, even though he's the one that could use it the most. So I guess the sensible option is just to get tactical running in that little bit further, given that the medic being able to run far is always a good idea. Not too enthused about the advanced reflex on a rifle, however, it will work quite nicely on the old shotgun here, and we might as well throw the Wildcats on there. Speaking of shotguns, one more upgrade that we can buy is the Mag Shorty. Quite cheap, 13 supplies, 3 alloys. The good thing, I suppose, like, yes, we're having to buy individual weapons and whatnot, but as we're seeing, most of them are sort of reasonably priced. You know, a second medkit wouldn't be amiss here, really. And now I'm kind of wondering whether or not now is the time just to buy that extra Predator armor. 5 would cost us 125 supplies. We're scanning for intel, we've got more supplies on their way. We've got a new recruit coming in this mission, so we don't need to pay for that. I think, okay, not 5, but we'll buy 4 Predator armor to bring our count up to 5. We might as well get these guys all equipped in that. We probably don't need it for this mission. Clav, I'm not going to give it to, although maybe I should, considering Clav's actually got the lowest health rule here. You know what, yeah, we will give that to Clav. Oh, no, I didn't buy enough to outfit everybody. What am I saying? The only one that I'm not going to give it to is Grim. Just because he's going to have plenty of shielding anyway. And yeah, as I say, I don't necessarily think... This is probably a little bit overkill for a mission with the Horde, honestly, but famous last words, right? So yeah, let's hit the road. 4 on treasure. Very difficult. The Horde, lightning strike, shoddy intel. We need to get in quite quickly as a result of shoddy intel. But we'll delay Wild Hunt, which will stop the Chosen from showing up every 2 seconds, and we get a new assault infantry out of it as well. So pretty sweet deal altogether. Let's make it happen. New weapons and all sorts of new toys aplenty. And we're down in Mexico for this one. There's going to probably be a nice change in climate for the squad, considering most missions have been up in the cold north. Question is, are we going to be in Mexico, or is the map lying?
A resistance scouting expedition led by one of their top
Who knows?
found themselves stranded in the middle of an area known to be
Ruins
infested
of
with
Leon,
lost.
I guess. Okay,
They're
fair enough.
holding their own for
Let's
now,
do it.
but it sounds like things are getting ugly down there.
So we've seen the Lost a few times now, and one of the sort of voiceover lines from Central does crop up the first time you encounter them,
Resistance expedition is trapped not far from your position.
to let you know what the
VIP
Lost
is
are.
using a remote turret to hold off the Lost. We
Ooh.
only have one clear access point to the area.
Before I get
So
started
get
on
to
that,
the
we've got
target's
a
location
very
and
peculiar
escort
starting
them
point
back to
here.
the entry point
Corner,
for
right
extraction.
smack corner of the
Place
map,
is
in a
overrun with
forest.
Lost. Don't bother trying to outgun them.
And we
After you
don't have
secure the
too far to
expedition,
run,
you'll have to
it looks
return
like.
to our original entry point for extraction. Don't get overrun. Keep the path back to Firebrand clear.
Which is good, because, you know. But yeah, the Lost, so when the aliens invaded, which is the whole sort of situation in the first Firaxis 5 XCOM game, XCOM Enemy Unknown / Enemy Within, they dropped these little pods here, there and everywhere, all over, and then it's never quite explained exactly what those pods were doing. That's an unfortunate activation if ever there was one. But the result of them just sort of lingering around in the cities for as long as they have, because XCOM 2 is set about 20 years after Enemy Unknown, is that they've transformed a lot of humans into these mindless husks. So, you know, the aliens are responsible for zombies, I guess is the takeaway there. We got lucky with this Howler, although now I'm thinking about it, just how lucky really is lucky when it's got 7 hit points. I think we'll reveal Clav to potentially hit 5. Have we got it guaranteed? Oh, yes, we do, although that's 4 to 5. Maybe I was getting ahead of myself there. Let's bring Apprehension out to deal with these 3 wonderful people. Did we really not get a sight on that one just there? Insane. Wow, okay, fine. How bizarre. Just run that 67%. Nailed it. I can't believe we lost sight on that one. Oh, we're just activating everything here. But yeah, as I say, it's never quite explained exactly how the weird little pod things caused the Lost to happen. Just that they are responsible. Finally got sight on this guy. We should probably see one of said like pod things that I'm referencing in this mission as well, as they tend to show up whenever the Lost are about. Oh, that's cool. Right, I guess we're gonna want rifles on it. These trees are actually causing havoc on our sight lines. It's quite cool. Because like, we know there's more than just those 2 there, but Tactical is only able to see 2 through the trees. Quite glad we have to run back this way, because hopefully it'll be entirely clear for our route back. And I think we probably do want to just set up overwatches here. That's still concealed actually, which is quite nice. Although probably not for much longer. Let's just get that on the go. That gun sounds so good. We'll set up a pistol overwatch rather than a rifle one.
Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch.
There in the background, that's one of those pod things I'm referring to earlier.
That's it.
All green and a bit weird now.
There you go.
It's been a while since I played Enemy Unknown.
Let's move
Like, if I'm ever in the mood to play XCOM, which is fairly frequently, XCOM2 is usually the one I go for.
I guess that'll be okay.
Nothing against Enemy Unknown, it was a great game. XCOM2 is just a bit more of a complete experience. There we go. We'll use the word experience, even though it sounds really like trite.
Back online.
I just prefer XCOM2. Why not just say that? Well, you don't have to be weird about it.
I'm ready.
Just prefer it. It's nice to see our health pools looking a lot more substantial than they were 10 episodes ago or whatever it was.
Heading out.
You look back in the first few missions and people have got like 5 hit points and it's crazy. We're on like more than double that in the case of Grim, for example. In fact, more than double that in most folks' cases. Grim there has actually got 9 shield on top of the 10 hit points. That's 19 effective health.
I guess that'll be okay.
I'm trusting you here.
And we're almost there, which is quite nice. I've got a feeling we don't need to move much more further than this, because if we do, we'll probably activate another pack of Lost. So we might as well just... We've got plenty of time. We might as well take it.
Moving to Overwatch. Attacking on sight.
Affirmative, covering now.
Come get some. Something moved over there.
Yeah, it's a creepy little alien pod. With little bits growing on it. The scientific term for these is the little bits. I read it in a book, so you can't say I'm wrong.
Sure thing.
I don't know which book, and I'm
I hope it's
lying
worth
through my
it.
teeth, but you can't prove that
Let's do
either.
this.
What's over there?
Lost missions are kind of weird,
If you say so.
where I'm happy to see one, because yay, an easy time. But there's not really much you have to worry about, as long as you just sort of don't rush in like a headless chicken, you'll probably be fine. We know that there's a pack over there. Swarm appearing. Okay. Hug it doesn't matter. Hug could like use that shotgun at range, it's no problem.
I definitely got that one.
Oh, I was thinking maybe we've got a chain going here, and then tactical has gone and let me down. The short range weapons are doing better work than the rifle, because, you know, that's XCOM.
Missed the target.
I mean, that's honestly impressive. The short range weapons landed hits from fair distances. The long range weapons didn't. Oh, lovely clipping. But we got to see the policeman. It's actually a mod that's putting clothes on the Lost. In the base game, they all just show up as these weird naked zombies. I think having them wearing the like padded clothing's just a nice little addition. Adds some of that there for verisimilitude. Verisimilitude begins with a V. I think it's verisimilitude, but you know, what do I know?
Ammo out.
I didn't study things like that at university. I studied how to make films, not talk about them. Fun fact. I've kind of gone into a little bit of a autopilot here rather than thinking too much about things. And I'm honestly glad I've caught myself doing it before we get into a situation that we don't want to be in. Right now, Apprehension's using this brand new bullpup to wondrous effect. Spoke too soon. Of course I spoke too soon. All that heat though. Okay. That's just out of actions entirely. I'm deliberately not stepping into the circle yet, because once we do, a swarm will activate. And I don't want to activate that swarm quite yet. I want to just make sure we get as close as possible. brand new pistol getting the work in for Grim as well. Now we have got a couple more to take care of. I suppose that was probably being a bit chancy there, but you know.
What's over there?
Kind of trying to decide who it is that's going to be. Have you really not got a shot at that guy from there? This brick wall has ruined your shot. That's incredible. Alright, fine. From downtown? Yeah.
That's how it's done.
Love to see it.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably gonna go for... Obergard's got a promotion, which is cool. So maybe Obergard is the one to carry our new recruit.
What's over there?
Oh, that did
VIP
activate
is
it.
secure, Commander. You can spare the
Whoopsie
manpower, we should try to
daisy.
bring the escort in as well. Without the VIP manning the turret controls, there's nothing
You know that
keeping the law from
swarm that I wanted to
overrunning this
avoid?
area. They're
Here it
already
is.
closing in.
And tacticals right up front, although actually there's not that many here. Okay. Can we just at least get rid of the dashes, please, Obergard?
Okay, so I got one. Happy now? Running
One more?
high on ammo.
Oh.
That is
And you were one lost kill from retirement.
dead in the water here.
Let's pull the VIP back. Another one from downtown Huckett? Nah, that would have been too nice.
Target still up.
Probably gonna get a hit on us now. When did it... I mean, it makes sense, but when did, like, the common sort of trope for zombies be that they move fast? Was it, like, maybe 28 days later? Because before that, they were just sort of shambling
Looks a little ugly.
and honestly a bit napped, weren't
Firebrand
they?
is in position. Get back to the entry point for extraction before you get overrun. We're
I
picking
can't
up
think
more
of a
heat
film
signatures than the sensors can keep up with.
With zombies in it before 28 days later, where the zombies were all speedy like they typically are when they show up in media now. But then, you know,
Let's do this.
I'm not exactly an expert. Literally just using clav here because I like the sound of the gun as much as anything else. Lost aren't really worth that much in the way of
You see that?
XP
Running dry.
for our soldiers. I think each one provides like half an experience point, or not even that maybe.
Rock and roll.
Got another 3 bullets in the chamber yet. Okay then. Let me see how we want to play this. We've still got a dasher. Yes, we do. In fact, we got 2 dashers. We need to take care of those 2.
Reloaded.
Because at this point, now that we're sort of on the run, as long as we are keeping the dashers in check, that howler needs to go as well. We've got someone with a good shot on that howler. Tacticals. Not my favourite, especially considering where you're stood. Yeah, no 100%, so let's just pull you back.
You here.
Get rid of this guy, or don't, as the case may be.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Guns dry.
Let's see then. See what Grim can do with the Shadow Keeper.
I got it, right?
Not brilliant shots here, unfortunately.
That's it.
We've got a Howler and a Dasher left. The Howler really needs to die if we can get that to happen. Looks like we've got 2 more standard lost in the back there. I kind of feel like we Shadowfall this Howler just to guarantee the kill. Because that thing will cause more Lost Swarms to spawn. We don't want that.
It's killing time.
Quick reload for hooks, and I think Apprehension's just going to get a reload this go around as well. I think the only two still active were just those two standard that you lost there, which is fine.
Enemy is still up.
I kind of wonder if what there's got to be, right? Someone's just got to be out there, and I'm going to farm a Lost mission for loads of XP until everyone on the squad's all ranked up. But I wouldn't be able to bring myself to do such a thing. Honestly, there's our evac.
I hope it's worth it.
I don't even know if it would work, to be honest.
Here I come.
That didn't activate. That's good to know. Not the best shot in the world either. Okay. I think we just pistol. Oh, you landed it. Nice.
How many is that now? Scanning.
Set clap on an Overwatch. Really don't want that lot over there to activate if it can be helped. That's a dasher. So can we quick hands that dasher? Or lightning hands, rather? Yes.
Check it before you get got eyes on me. Okay, I'll go.
Tactical's gonna need to reload. Our VIP can go chill with Apprehension.
On my way.
You're chilling. You can watch. You need a reload.
It's killing time.
Rock and roll.
25% on the dasher. I think we just Overwatch actually.
Get some.
And end. Tactical's
Damage.
deciding whether or not to remain in this quantum plane. Hopefully decided that they will.
Woo, you see that?
Unfortunately, that Overwatch shot there went on just a standard Lost rather than a dasher. The dashers are what's going to keep up with us. The regular old Lost, not so much of a threat. Especially when we're running away from them. Dashers, though,
Alright, I'll go.
yeah, they're a threat. I think you just pistol that one, actually. I'm scared the living daylights out of Grim whilst you're at it. Any more dashers in the mix there for you, Clap? Nope.
Finally.
Swing back. There is at least one dasher that we can see, so we do want to Overwatch again. I think we'll have Grim sort of be the bait,
I guess that'll
given
be
the fact
okay.
that he's got all of the hit points.
Not a problem.
You're chilling. It's slow Overwatch for Clab, and regular Overwatches for everyone else.
Scanning.
Because, yeah, we don't want anyone else except Grim taking any hits if we can at all help it. Kind of unfortunate that Tactical took the hit, to be honest with you. There's a picture of Shandon. Even when he's not on the mission, he's here in spirit. Or in poster form. Nice. Then it was just a regular Lost.
Who's keeping
How are
score?
you putting these pistols to work? It's kind of interesting that Hooker's right good at, you know, the direct shots from quite far away with that shotgun, but the Overwatchers have been leaving a bit to be desired. Same with Apprehension as it goes.
Menace 1-5. Keep Keep pushing towards the evac
We are
point.
central, don't
No
you
matter
worry
what you
your
do,
pretty
you're
little
never gonna
face.
make a dent in the lost. There's just too many coming in.
I think this is another job for that pistol of yours, Clav.
You want some more?
Get 5. That's unfortunate. Apprehension? There we go. That's unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. What we'll do is just keep Grim and Hooker
What's over there?
with Clav. Probably give Hooker an Overwatch, a reload rather.
I must reload. Overwatch.
You're not doing anything.
On Overwatch.
And that's us. There are a couple of additional units in the mix for the Lost as well as a result of the mods in play here. Just to make them a little bit more threatening, but you know, there's so much.
That's right.
I think it's a weird like sort of line to tread where you can kind of like scuff the balance of the Lost pretty significantly if you're not careful, because like they are easy to deal with. It's mostly an ammo management situation really.
How many is that now?
But it's I wouldn't really know
Go, go, go!
how to make them more of a threat. Yeah, they're just regular Lost, don't care.
Good to go.
Got it covered.
Looks like we've avoided activating that far pack, which is a nice bonus for us there.
Affirmative.
And just apprehension. Okay, we'll just carry on the sprint. Hello, kitty jumper. Awesome. They have gained some ground on us. They're spawning. They spawn out of sight, so like they're not going to spawn anywhere that we've got visual. But this forest is, like, as we mentioned when we were first moving through it, we're not exactly
Already there.
stumbling over visual range on a lot of things in here. Question is, what kind of... Yeah, we're going to need to take out this dasher at a minimum. 100% shot is more than acceptable for that. You got any other action that you could take? I'm not keen on 87%, unfortunately, so let's just keep hustling.
Moving out.
Tactical, not quite on the evac yet. Hooker, how are we feeling? 55, no thank you.
Got it.
You can go. In fact, you and the VIP can go.
VIP secure and in position for evac.
We've extracted the VIP's escort. Once we
76,
get
no
him
thanks.
patched up, he should be ready to rejoin the fight. Firebrand is the
Tactical,
VIP
where are
safely
you?
on board the Sky Ranger.
We've got you overwatching at the evac point. Apprehension can also overwatch at the evac. Lab can do a sprint.
Location confirmed.
And that just leaves Grim out in the open, which ain't so bad actually. If these zombies are smart, which is a thing that you can say, if they do end up with range, hopefully it'll be on Grim. Yeah, this is evac time. Go team.
I definitely got that one.
So, Grim first, then tactical.
That'll be okay.
The biggest threat at this point is me misclicking, honestly.
Let's do this.
How is the Sky Ranger gonna, or rather, how are they gonna repel? You know what? Don't question it. I think that's everyone. Yeah, looks that way. Okay, mission accomplished. Honestly, considering the last mission that we did, I will absolutely take a nice and simple jaunt through the forest, dealing with a few zombies. MVP, got a feeling on this, is probably Grim. Just due to the sheer amount of kills that he racked up. Oh, it was actually Clav. Cool. Good show. Not too keen on this photo because the hair's clipping through the hat in a way that I don't care for. Let's try something else. 24. I don't like this either because it's just going to stay as 24. Kind of want one that's got... Yeah, that'll work. You can be all posy.
With a mug like that, you might get Advent to surrender after all.
I actually didn't realize just how much work Clav did in that mission as we were going through it, but unlimited ammo on the Shadow Keeper is pretty nice, gotta admit. Apprehension did pretty well as well, hitting some really long range shots with the new bullpup, who I thought would be the MVP. Seems, was it an equal amount of kills? No, you got more kills and more damage than Clav. Why did Clav get MVP? Oh, who knows. And Tactical, who unfortunately took a little bit of damage. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's literally going to be like a day or two that Tactical's going to need recovery time. And I think they're all going to probably be tired, which is the more pressing concern.
Such as the one that occurred today. The elders have total faith.
Squad made it back whole, and the aliens paid the price.
Promotion for Overguard though,
Commander.
which is pretty nice. That's Sergeant now. Splitter armor is really useful. Packed with primary weapon, get that 1 point of armor shred. Pin him down, letting suppression and disorient targets is kind of nice as well. But and free Overwatch if you only move. But I think yeah, shredding armor. We're going to start seeing more and more armor, and Tactical is out for a day. But as I say, tiredness is looking pretty intense on these guys now, particularly Tactical actually. So even though the wound's only going to take a day, I think Tactical's probably going to be out for a little bit longer. We did get a brand new assault infantry out of that as well, so we'll take a look at that in the old due course. Ronan Wallace. But yeah, that was a nice break compared to last time. So I think we'll leave things there. Coming up, we've got Hack the Chosen Data Vault, which is gonna be an infiltration mission. So unless nothing happens, it might be the case that we do this one next time. Ooh, supplies, that's always good. Otherwise, it's gonna most likely be another assault. We could be in the range of a retaliation mission as well. So it's a little bit up in the air what's going to happen next. It would be quite nice to get Ghost weapons before whatever it is happens. Of course, that's not going to factor into the infiltration mission, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess we shall see. Thank you very much, as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.